guys saw how amazing those pizzas turned out, and they tasted absolutely delicious. Today I'm going to be teaching you my recipe on how I make Neapolitan-style pizza at home. I said Neapolitan-style pizza because these aren't made traditionally how they're supposed to be made. They're not cooked in an 800-degree oven for 90 seconds. In fact, they don't even use an oven at all. I'm going to teach you how to make these pizzas on the stovetop with a pan. This recipe is simple and easy. It only takes a couple of ingredients, and you could get this done in under 2 hours. So, if you love pizza, let's get into the recipe. To make the pizza dough, you only need 4 ingredients. First, you need flour. I'm using 00 flour, but you could use all-purpose. Some dry instant yeast. Just make sure you check it's still alive before you use it. A little bit of honey to feed the yeast, or you could use some sugar. And some salt, because you do not want bland pizza dough. So the only catch to making this pizza in under 2 hours is that you have to make a Poolish the day before. This is a pre-ferment that will greatly improve the flavor and texture of the pizza. This might take a little bit more planning in advance, but trust me, this only takes 5 minutes to prepare the night before, and you could spend your waiting time sleeping instead of waiting for the dough to rise twice if you make it the day of. That's obviously a win-win situation. So for the Poolish, add 150 grams of room temperature water into a container, then add in 3 grams of dry instant yeast and 3 grams of honey or sugar. Then give it all a quick stir until everything is nice and dissolved. Next, add 150 grams of flour into your sweet yeasty water and give it all a mix until you see no more lumps. Cover it up, put in your fridge, and go to sleep. If your container is not super big, your yeast might grow and explode out the top the next day, so don't be alarmed because it happened to me twice already. It just means your yeast is super alive and doing a good job. Okay, now we're ready to make the pizza. A couple of hours before you want to eat, mix in another 3 grams of yeast and 6 grams of salt. I'm going to be making 2 pizzas, and each pizza is going to need around 200 grams of dough, so I'll be adding in 80 grams of flour. For this pizza dough, you want to try to maintain 65% hydration, which means the total weight of water you add in is 65% of the total weight of the flour. You might need a little bit more math to change the recipe if you're planning on making more pizza, but I'll give you guys an example calculation in the description below. When it gets too hard to mix with your spoon, pour out the dough onto the table and start kneading. The dough is going to get super wet when you start kneading, so don't be tempted to add more flour, just keep kneading, get aggressive, and rip that dough to pieces. After about 5 minutes of kneading, you should be able to form a relatively smooth ball. At this point, cover up the dough and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes so it can develop more gluten. Now your dough is ready to be split into the amount you need for each pizza. Again, I'll be using 200 grams each, and each pizza will be around 10 inches in diameter. Once the dough is divided, coat your hands with a little bit of olive oil so the dough won't stick. You want to create a nice tight ball, so first grab the sides and fold it in on itself, and then flip it over and begin rolling it in circles while tucking the dough underneath. This motion will tighten the top of the ball and create a nice smooth surface. Now place the dough balls into a nicely oiled tray or container, cover it up, and let it rise until it doubles in size. It's honestly super cold here in Toronto now, so the doughs would take forever to rise. So I like to turn on the stove for a couple of seconds just to warm up the tray so it could proof a little bit faster. While you're waiting for the dough to rise, you could start preparing your pizza sauce and your pizza toppings. The pizza sauce I use is super simple to make. It only takes some strained tomato sauce, some olive oil, a couple of cloves of garlic, oregano, sugar, and salt. So for my 2 pizzas, I put 150 grams of sauce, a squirt of olive oil, 2 garlic cloves. It was slightly too garlicky, so just put 1, a sprinkle of dried oregano, and some sugar and salt to taste. Now blend it up, add some more seasoning to taste, and there you have it, super simple pizza sauce. So I got my ingredients ready for my pizza. Today I'm going to be making 2 types of pizzas. One's going to be just a classic margarita pizza with basil and mozzarella. And the other one's going to be Hawaiian because I love pineapples on my pizza. We're going to have some pineapple, some ham, and of course the mozzarella. Alright, so the doughs have basically doubled in size, so it's ready to form into pizzas. So what you'll need is a scraper and some semolina flour so you could throw the dough in there. You could also use all-purpose flour if you don't have this. We're gonna coat both sides with some flour. Throw it on your work surface, and now you're gonna push from the center outwards so you can push the air to the crust. Look at that. Flip it around, throw some more flour on it. push it outwards so you form that crust. Now we're gonna stretch it a little bit. Alright, so the pan I'm going to be using to cook the pizza is a cast iron pan. This one's 10 inches in diameter. You guys can use any type of pan, but I prefer cast iron because it's heavy and it retains the heat. You also need a lid that kind of fits over it so you could cover it and the pizza can cook inside. So I like to oil the cast iron just so the flour doesn't burn and smoke up. And I like to start my pizza on the cast iron because it's going to be hard transport it and put it into the cast iron after you put all the toppings on. So you want to put it on now, and I have my cast iron heating up. Spread it out to the sides. Now we're going to put all the toppings on it. We're going to make the margarita pizza first. We have our tomato sauce. I like it extra saucy. Spread it all the way to the edges. Then we're going to have our mozzarella. Sprinkle it on. I'm also going to add some prosciutto, just because I need some extra protein and it tastes good and I have it on hand. You guys can put any types of ingredients on it. And grab some olive oil, just drizzle it on. Now we have the flame set on medium. We're gonna put a lid on it and wait for the dough to rise. Next I'm gonna torch the pizza. This is completely optional. I got this torch on Amazon for 15 bucks. But it really gives that nice char to the top of the pizza and it makes it look like a real Neapolitan-style pizza. Alright, look at that. Now the bottom is just about setting. So now we just want to blowtorch the crust. Get it nice and charred. This is going to give it some extra flavor and it's going to make it look so much more better. Also gonna torch all the meat and the toppings a little bit. This is just about ready. I'm gonna add some Parmigiano Reggiano. Sprinkle it right on there. And then we're gonna put some basil on it. Finish it off. Look at that. I'm gonna work on the second dough now. So just scoop it in, flip it over, put it in that flour, push out from the center, create that nice crust, flip it over, push it out, stretch out the middle, make sure you don't deflate the crust. Put it on your knuckles, stretch it out. Now, we're gonna put it onto the pan. Just like that. The pan is still hot from the first pizza. Stretch it out a little bit more until it's to your desired diameter. Now, this is gonna be a Hawaiian pizza. So, same bottom. We're gonna add tomato sauce. Whoop, a little bit messy there. A little bit too excited. Spread the sauce all over. Mozzarella. I ran out of mozzarella. That's fine because we have some Parmigiano Reggiano. Cover all the empty spots. Get the pineapple. Load up the pizza. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we got the ham. Also loading up the pizza like that. Cover. Medium heat. And let that sit until the dough rises and the bottom is all crispy. So again, we're gonna torch it. Look at that. Touch of olive oil. Take this off the heat. Wow. Look at the two pizzas. This pizza came out really good. If you guys really love pizza, try this at home. You're not gonna be disappointed. This recipe is bomb.